Morning, this is Nita with the Timepiece Garden, and we're painting again today. All right, and we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off. We're gonna swap these two colors, darker in the middle, lighter on the outside, the way it should be. And we're gonna go ahead and fix Mama's jaw, so it kind of runs at an angle that way, not, it's at the wrong angle. It's the easiest way for me to say that. So we're gonna go ahead and fix those, and then for there, I'm done with baby, and we'll start working on the upper colors of mom. More blending, etc. that I've got to do. So, but we'll start lower, work our way up. All right, talk to you in a few. Alrighty, so I'm at a little bit of a different angle. And I did that because the light tends to reflect poorly off of the orcas when I'm kind of at the other angle where I normally film from. So anyway, so what are we doing? Well, I'm done with baby. I flipped the dark and the light. I like that much better on his underside. So you can tell as I'm moving, you get that glare. I'll come back over here, and that glare is not there from this angle. So, baby's done. Anything else I do will just make mud. So he's there, he's awesome. Hanging out, looking at the world, going, what y'all swimming in the pool for? Mom, her mouth is not done. So I need to finish that. It's only first coats that I did last time. I didn't get to mouth at all because I was doing highlights and lowlights everywhere else. Fixing the way the color lays on her white spots there. Putting her blowhole in, making sure that the blues and the grays and the tans and everything that based off of the fact that her tail is closest to the sun at the top of the water, and she's coming down. So, and again, except for her mouth, you can see that she's done. She's ready. Alrighty. So what's next? Next will be finishing her mouth. And then I'll probably start the little anemone that's down here. There you go. Lower right corner. It's just a couple pieces. It kind of matches the green one, if you remember from the octopus panel. And it's just barely the little tip there. So I'll finish that because that's the only place that those greens are, and it was the green anemone are there. And once I finish, that's the mouth, a little bit of anemone, and then I'll start the fish. And when I do these three fish over here, that's the first thing I will do on the dolphin panel, are the fish as they go up. It's the only thing that crosses over on these two panels. From there I'll do the fish, and then I'll probably do the anemone that's down there, and then just focus on the dolphins. So anyway, life is good. Mama and baby are doing fine. And I'll talk to you later. All right, so I've been able to mow out here, since the lawnmower was working. I had not done anything inside yet. Mostly just because it's still been too wet in the morning between dew and humidity, and like last night we had a pop-up storm. So first thing in the morning, everything is too wet. You can kind of look, you can tell over there by the hoop tunnel where my path is. That makes sense, but you can also tell that I have grass out here that's waist high. I guarantee you the copperhead is back. So the goal today is I am literally going to open up part of my electric fence and drive the lawnmower in. I'm going to go ahead and remove my black plastic here, bring it out, roll it up, just because I've got to be able to work out here safely, and I can't do that if I can't get to everything. So that's what we're going to do. So, open up probably these two poles, move them completely out of the way, bring the black plastic out towards me, so if the copperhead is underneath it, he doesn't come out with me. And that way I can literally drive the lawnmower in there, have an area, and just, start mowing this grass down and get it so it's safe for me to work in there without just walking on a 3-foot path. So, talk to you in a few minutes. right, there you have it. Again, this plastic was not tacked or nailed down. That's why all the little pieces of boards were laying on it. So I was able to pick up this end, slide it out. So far I've scared off one snake. Pictures of it to follow. Wasn't a big one, but it doesn't matter. All right, let me get these wood stacked up. Let me get this rolled up. And let me get the mower down here. Talk to you in a few. Dun, dun, dun. All trimmed and mowed. The supervisor's out here. You can tell she's checking it out. I won't lie, the first words out of her mouth was, "It's about damn time." You can also tell where it's not completely done. I mowed, oh my God. I mowed. The grass is still very wet. Again, we had that pop-up storm last night. We're supposed to have another one tonight. So, I've got edging that I did not do, mostly because I have wood holding down the black plastic and I didn't want to run it over. Didn't want to mess up my baby elderberries. There's the dog being a dog. Didn't want to mess up my passion fruit growing right there. You can see it sticking up now to see the part that's sticking up? Little viney piece next to the pole. Anyway, it's passion fruit. I'll get it attached to the pole and it'll climb and drape all over the little tripod here. Yeah, good Lord, I've got elderberries that I meant to, see how that one's laid down across the black plastic? I meant to cut it off. I didn't want it to do that. And I've got the other one doing the same thing, that probably because they broke in the storm. These two over here on the left have actually got flower heads on them. So now I've got to decide, am I going to keep them or am I going to kill them? Tomorrow, the ones there that are broken, coming out of the center of the elderberry, I just got to take them off. You know, fruit heads or not, they're never going to survive another windstorm should we have one. So tomorrow's plan is get the DR trimmer out here. I'd like to do that first. No guarantee that I will be able to do that. I say that because everything on the outside of the fence is still crazy tall and it needs to go cut back so it's not touching the plastic so I can turn the fence on, at which point in time critters can't come in without getting electrocuted. Along with doing that, though, I've got to fix this corner. I have two corners that are like that where the critters, I am assuming, have pulled up the black plastic. I don't want it to rain tonight. I need it to stay dry so I can come out here when it's chilly and do the DR trimmer, makes sense, and fix this corner and the other corner. And snakes are slower when it's cold. It's just that easy because, you know, they're out here. They've been here. I did not see a copperhead today, just the little one. He might have been a garter snake. I don't know. I don't get close enough to actually, you know, do a pattern check. She's digging for a mole. Panda, panda, no holes, baby, no holes. Panda, leave it. Good girl, good, leave it. I know there's another one. They're all up here. I know. Leave it, leave it. Come on. Good girl. All right, so again, black plastic, you can see Panda's in the way, where I didn't want to mess up my plastic. You can see where I blew grass all up against the fence. Fence is not on. I had to come out here with some shears and cut that down before it goes to seed, so I don't have another one, and then put some weed killer on that specifically. This was that pile of dirt that was here last year. Mower can't go over it. You can see where I cut into it a little there. Oops, sorry. Yeah, and then the corner here where I had to turn. So I still have plenty to trim with the DR trimmer, and there's the other corner that's just all jacked up. And there's my mole. And it's buried. Let me put a glove on here, see if I can unbury it. Where is it? I don't know. I mowed. There it is. You see Panda running over here? She's like, "What are you digging for, Mom? What are you digging for? Is there a mole?" She's like, "That's not a mole." So Brock out here doing awesome. You can get a little broccoli head right there. Yay! Yeah, that's all we're going to do out here tonight. Again, you can see the ground is still really muddy. It's still really wet. Part of it is the grass is so tall it won't dry, and part of it was because we had that pop-up shower last night. Places where I'd trimmed before, you could see where the ground had already dried out a little. And this area was really easy to go over with the mower because it can dry, you know, when we have just a quick pop-up burst. Long grass that doesn't work. So, Anyway, I'm done for the evening. This is what I wanted to do. We do not have pop-up showers. I'll be out here tomorrow doing the outside edging on the inside, you know, getting this up to speed. If that goes really fast, cross your fingers, I will actually dig the swell tomorrow. There's no guarantee I'm going to be able to get there because I have to get everything else done. You know, I got to get it so I can turn the fence on, then dig the swell, and then get the next couple of beds in here. Just insane amount of stuff that I got to do, but now's the time. It's spring. Now is the time. So tonight, I am going to close this portion of the gate back up. I'm just not going to string it all in and tie it all in, because it's really possible that, you know, in the next 24 to 48 hours, I will be moving it out of my way. All right, y'all have an awesome day. Me and Miss Panda are going to go in and make some dinner, and we will talk to you later. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. My June-bearing strawberries are they only bloom in June, and they put all of their effort into large berries. These are excellent jam and jelly berries. I mean, just, you need a strawberry milkshake, this is it. Again, they're huge. It's roughly mid-May, and from mid-May to mid-June, I'm gonna have strawberries like this every day, because they've taken off. The only thing that's in here is 2 okras, and the rest of this is all strawberries. You know, my answer is yum. Now my everbearings have given me a couple, but they tend to be smaller strawberries, and they're in it for the long haul. They're going to be here all season long. I'll be picking strawberries in September from over here. But my June bearing that I moved here they're not as big, but they're starting to ripen. But my everbearing that are over here, that have been here for 2 years, are just, it's 90% of this bowl is just from that spot. Strawberry shortcake, anybody? Just another one of them quickies, because I don't think I talk about my walking onions often enough. I've had a problem growing every other onion here but these. And what they do is they come out and they bloom like that. It makes sense. And then they'll send out a runner and do another bloom like that. And you can see at the base of each of these blooms, those are all baby onionettes. Just like those are, focus, a baby onionette, with the primary onion being in the ground. So this is why they call them walking onions. As this stem dies, since these will plant, and it's already got a second runner, and those will plant. And so the onions walk. They start here, and as they fall over or droop, they plant themselves. So, being that they like the spot, and I happen to like having fresh onions, I have all kinds of things that I know I need to do. I know that this whole first row here is going to end up having to move over, and then long term I'm also going to put them in this area. This will be strawberries at that end, walking onions on this end. That way I have a large amount of onions. I lost a lot, not this winter, but the winter prior, when Snowmageddon happened, I lost, I think, all but 12 of them. I need to get it back up, so I've got 50 plus walking onions, and then that way I can come out and, you know, select some and literally put it in soup heads. Just, there's my onion for a nice batch of soup or chicken broth or something. Just, you know, chop up the stalk, dry it, so on down the line. An amazing amount of onions just happen from right here, whether I dig up the bulbs or not. Now, the bulbs don't get as fat as regular onions, but if you have enough of them, that's okay. You don't need it. So, you know, just thought I'd share. They're doing well. You can see everybody's got, even the guys who are just starting, has got his little heads and flowers, and you know, same thing over here. So they're getting ready to kick into it, and I'm glad. This one's got 3 primaries right there, and then set off 3 runners. 1, 2, and the third one curves down and around. Just, it'll be awesome. I'm going to be harvesting them soon too. All right, talk to you later.